Hello everybody and welcome back to another Magic the Gathering Arena video. Today we are looking at Fight Rig or Go Home. Fight Big or Go Home? Fight Rig or Go Home? I don't know. Anyway, we're going back to a bit of Fight Rigging. So this is one of my favourite cards from the streets of New Capenna and is the kind of namesake of the deck. Fight Rigging, 3-cost enchantment with Hideaway 5. So you look at the top 5 and then you exile 1 face down under Fight Rigging. Then at the beginning of combat on your turn, put a 1/1 counter on target creature you control. Then if you control a creature with power 7 or greater, you may play the exile card without paying its mana cost. Why are we going back to Fight Rigging? Well, it's because of this card, Rothga, Bonded Engulfer. This is the new Alchemy 4/4/4 legendary creature, Phyrexian Beast with Trample. When Rothga, the Bonded Engulfer, enters the battlefield, you get a boon with, when you cast your next creature spell, it perpetually gets +X/+X, where X is its power. So, Rothga itself is only a 4/4, so it won't trigger Fight Rigging easily for us. However, it does double the next creature we play, effectively, if it's a creature with the same power as toughness. So, we have the main reason that I was going to play this is, you want creatures with high power for Rothga to be effective, and you also want creatures with high power for Fight Rigging to be effective. So creatures like Shakedown Heavy, which is very commonly paired with Fight Rigging, has 6 power. It's a 6/4 for 3. So if we manage to play this after Rothga, for example, this will come in as a 12/10 for 3. I mean, what? So basically, we want creatures with high power. So that's what we're running. 3 Archfiend of the Dross. This is the 4-cost 6/6 flyer with 4 oil counters. You move 1 each turn, and if you run out of oil counters, you lose. And then whenever a creature an opponent control dies, its controller loses 2 life. 2 Gitrog, Horror of Zhava. Now this is a slightly more unusual card, but it's the Alchemy 6/6 with Menace for 4. At the beginning of each combat they can sack a non-token creature which will tap Gitrog, but it'll also ramp us. So this is pretty hard to avoid 6 damage each turn. We're then running 1 Drivnod, the Carnage Dominus, because it is an 8 power creature, and just for comedy value, if we play Rothga on turn 4 and then this comes in as a 16/11, that's just funny. That is just funny. So we have to play Drivnod. And also, if a creature dying causes a triggered ability you control to trigger an extra time, it triggers an extra time. Well, the only one we really have there is Archfiend of the Dross, but it's a good one. Whenever a creature an opponent controls dies, its controller loses 2 life. That's quite a nice ability to have triggering twice. We're running 1 of Thrun, Breaker of Silence. This is a 5 costing 5/5 with Trample, can't be countered, can't be a target, and non-green spells or abilities from non-green sources our opponents control, and as long as Satan has indestructible. So it's basically unremovable except to board wipes or to green sources. So this is a very, very nice target to have its power and toughness doubled up to 10 by Rothga. A, because it's very hard to remove, but B, because it has Trample. You know, if you want to be doubling something's power, you want it to be able to get through. That's where Drivnod is not as good. But that's where Archfiend of the Dross is good, because if you turn this into a 12/12 flyer, that is damn strong. This is a 10/10 Trample that's basically impossible to remove, very strong. So, what else are we running? 3 Tyrranax Rex. So this is the 7 costing 8/8 Trample, Ward 4, Haste, Toxic 4, can't be countered. This is really to try and aim for to get out of the bottom of our rigging. So when we proc rigging using our 6 power creatures, which are these 9 targets we have, 2 Gitrogs, 3 Archfiends, and 4 Shakedown Heavies. That's assuming we never get there. Oh, and off Drivnod, sorry, 10. That's assuming we never get there off of these, which is possible. Sorry, even more creatures. Anyway. It's really to get off the bottom of that, but also we can get to 7 mana, and if we ever manage to play Rothga and then into a doubled Tyrranax Rex, it's basically game over. It's a 16/16 Ward 4 with haste. So if we've done them 4 damage throughout the game, i.e. hit them with Rothga once, if we then play this Rex next, well, they're dead. We are running 4 Phyrexian Fleshgorger. Now, during the video, I wasn't always running all 4 of these. I swapped these in, and this is to help deal with the aggro decks, because having that 3-cost creature that can also be good if we hit it with Fight Rigging is just so nice. So this was a few more removal spells, a couple of cheaper spells instead of this Fleshgorgers, but I think they really are valuable in the deck. So we've added these in. And then the kind of like fun bit of the deck is the 2 copies of Ziatora, the Incinerator. The reason this is there is because it is comedy gold. In fact, I'm going to put this deck back to this just because it is so much fun. So Ziatora is a 6/6 flying demon dragon. It's legendary, and at the beginning of your end step, you may sacrifice another creature. When you do, Ziatora deals damage equal to that creature's power to any target, and you create 3 treasure tokens. So, if we have a Rothga, and then we play anything, it's going to have around 12 power minimum. Like this. This is going to have more. That will have slightly less. This would have more, and this would have more. So we are going to have a big creature around that we can fling at their face for 12 damage. Not only that, but we get 3 treasures that then probably ramps us into being able to play a Rex from our hand or a Fleshgorger from our hand. So the comedy of just getting our opponent a little bit low. For example, a common play pattern with this deck is our opponent will let through a hit with Shakedown Heavy, because people often, the way they play against the Shakedown Heavy is they let through one hit and then they start letting you draw once they don't want to get their life total too low. If the opponent ever takes one hit off Shakedown Heavy, we basically can fling our next creature at them with Ziatora and kill them. It is that strong. That is basically the fun of the deck. We are running 3 cut downs to get rid of the early rubbish, 2 go for the throats as an option to get rid of some bigger creatures, 2 Sheoldred's Assimilators to try and cycle these removals as we need them, or our 1 Tear Asunder. By cycle I mean exile it from our graveyard and put it back into our top 5 so we can redraw these where we need them. It also allows us to redraw targets for our fight rigging. It's kind of the real idea, because sometimes with the fight rigging deck, if you, for example, try to put your heavy down, it gets killed. If you don't have another target to target with your fight rigging, you can kind of stall a bit. So the idea here is that we can select either a removal spell to shuffle back in or one of these. It doesn't necessarily save the game, but if it's a grindy matchup, these will come in handy. Not to mention that they're a 3/1. So a 3/1 menace that you put counters on each turn is a pretty good bonus anyway. So that is the deck. We are running 25 lands in this deck, which feels like plenty. It isn't always, obviously. We could play 26. Maybe I should take 1 Rex out and add 1 more land. Not sure. Let's see how we get on. Anyway, this is an absolute banging fun deck, and it also may or may not turn out to be surprisingly good. You'll have to wait and see. Enjoy the games. Alright. Will this be a disaster or a miracle? Let's see. Certainly not the best hand, but since we've got this going on, we have to pray. We've got loads of chances to find another land. Fine. It means we don't do anything until turn 4, but maybe we then do something useful. Ding ding. Okay, we're not getting too smashed early on, which is nice. We'll take a Drivnod. Exile 3 creature cards from your graveyard. Might as well get another rigging in play, I suppose. See what we find. Ziatora's pretty good. Let's throw this at Glisser. Yeah, man's just like, nah. Come on, Alchemy Q. Give me something. Just give me anything. Ah. This better be an easy game. I did say give me anything easy. Anything. Oh no. Oh no. Okay. Put this on green. Yep. We're not going to be able to play our cut. Don't know. No. Why didn't I play this on black? I didn't know what land was coming, that's why. I think we're going to have to play the heavy before the rigging. It's going to get killed though, isn't it? Fuck it. I'm not gonna throw away this. Do we go Ziatora? Go for the throat is even a good option here. Or just an Archfiend. Problem is with an Archfiend is they can steal it and slap me with it. Same with Ziatora. They can't do that with a go for the throat. And they can't do that with heavy because I can just give them a card to draw. If I get out of this turn on 12 life, I'll be very happy. So we'll have to put this on black because we're missing black for cut down. See, it's half decent because once we've used the go for the throat, we can put it back in our library, and the same with cut down. I'm going to keep that. Now, double shock would kill the heavy. Okay, we'll get rid of big spender. No treasures for you. And we will block the swift spear. Obviously the heavy can get combat tricked to death, but that's alright. That's alright. So you have to at least use Molten Impact Plus now that it's got 5, or Mephit's Enthusiasm Plus. Which they have, but getting those two out of the way is pretty nice. We're still on 8. That's not too bad. So we can play our Assimilator. Play with fire is quite good, but I guess... Oh, we haven't used the cut down. Okay, we'll take the play with fire. Okay, we should be able to kill Swift Spear with this. And then cut down something else, or vice versa. Like if a Raiju comes, this can block the Raiju. I did say about Traumatic Prank being a problem. So, because then we take 5 plus 1 to take 6, we end up on 2 life. And I can't even deal with this chick. That prank is horrible. It's always good against this deck. Any fight rigging deck, because you've got big creatures, unless you're winning with the Shakedown Heavies only, then we lose. Good game. Okay, they just about burnt us out that game. But it was a real slow start. I think we got a bit unlucky. Let's try again. Alright. Gangrel TV. Gangrel TV. This is a bit more reasonable because we've got a rigging, but we've got something to do before that, which we can afford to do. So, gas, it's fine. Not too threatening. So that's probably getting deadly disputed. Nope. What is this? Okay, we'll get the rigging in. They're just waiting to kill our stuff. Maybe they'll play a Sheoldred or something. Ooh, got a Rex under there finally. That would be very nice. Ward 4 against Mono Black. That's good stuff. That's good stuff. I would like for you to spend some of your mana. You have not. It's just gonna get killed. Fine, we're only taking 1 damage a turn. We will trigger this fight rigging eventually. Invoke Despair is going to kill this rigging if they get the chance, which is the sad thing. Yeah, okay. That could be now. Nope. Get rid of one of my destroy spells. Heavy. We can keep cut down open. We care if Heavy dies less than we care about Gitrog. Yep, one more destroy. We know there's loads of destroy. Another Ghast. Yeah, we can get pinged by these pretty much all day, as long as we're not getting Invoked Despaired. Aha! We finally got away with it. That's it. Ramp me to being able to play my next Rex. They're going to invoke Despair, I suppose, but it bothers us less if we draw another land, and we've got 2 of these. We can just sack Gitrog. We know they can't touch the Rex. Okay. Not a land, but prefer Drivnod. Archfiend. Let's go with Drivnod. Carnage Dominus. So we can make this indestructible. Put enough creatures in our graveyard. But obviously if we get Invoked Despaired, we'd sack it. But then we'd pretty much win. Because they won't be able to touch the Rex. Sweet. Rex coming through. Well done, Rex. Alright. This has been fun so far. Diamond 1, Avon. Like the Dor River, or I like the Catalogue? Both of those are very British things. We'll try it. Bing, bing, bing. Is this a control deck or a soldier deck? Control. Don't think we need any more of these. Can cycle them. We got a pretty good little run out for a control deck, but I think you kind of want single big creatures because then board wipes and things don't do so well against you. Ooh, no counter for Rothga. That's hilarious. If we do get Drivnod down as a 16-11. Just attack and see what happens. Okay, we can't. Given that they've just deluged though, they almost certainly have some removal. So maybe we just Assimilator. It'll be a big enough threat. And we can get rid of their deluge. Okay, countered. That's okay. This is pure blue-white control. You don't play against it very much. Well, opponent's going up in life total as well. We're not very well geared against control because you really don't see it in alchemy. Okay, we'll cycle that. Okay, so we got 6. So next turn we can play both of these. So we'll attack and then play this. This is a must deal with, really. Can't really take hits of 8. We have only got 2 creatures in our graveyard, which is slightly annoying. But I did feel like a board wipe was coming, and it did come. Uh-oh, negate? Bullshit. Yeah, I mean, I'm sure they're running farewell as well.
Faced with tragedy, even observers. Who's that handsome devil?
Let's sack that. Okay. Negate again. Okay, they can tap it, but we're still getting our free whatever it is. Sadly, a free fight rigging. God. I'm going to keep taking the riggings, because what we need is the Carnage Tyrant, but we can't find the blooming thing.
I am here to learn.
Okay, this is going to get tapped, but... Yep. What's happening now? If I resolve this, we have a chance. Otherwise, we don't. Good game. Controlled into the ground. Is what it is. Okay. Luke is our next challenger. Hopefully not playing blue-white control. At least we're going first. We've got our combo. Let's try. Bing bing. Black is better for us. They struggle against the rigging first tactic. Especially with this... Why did I call this Carnage Tyrant? Tyrranax Rex. Last game I swear I called it Carnage Tyrant. It's similar. And that was a 7/6, can't be countered and has trample. Got a discard, bro. They're definitely holding a destroy. So jamming heavy seems like a bad play. But can't think of a better one. Notice I was so half-hearted I even did it in my second main phase. I knew it wasn't going to survive. Okay, well we can put another heavy in our top 5, which is good. Fine. You got any of your own creatures? Yeah. What's Luke thinking? That could be the one we shuffled in. You got any more destroy, Luke? Hopefully not, because then we pretty much just win. We'll pretty much just win. Sadly, you do. Let's take this opportunity to get rid of this when it can't be deadly disputed. So we have got this if we get to turn 6, but we do need 2 more lands for that. Oh, there's 4 Archfiends, 2 Gitrogs, and 2 more heavies we can draw. Eventually we'll find something, as long as we don't get Invoke Despair first. We'll wait. What? He's running the heavy as well? Okay. If we can get a land now, then our Rex is coming. That'll do too. Say hello to my big friend. He's a very big friend. Bang. That 4 toxic as well. It's just so annoying. It's like if you manage to life gain your way up, nope. Yeah, you can't target that. That's Ward 4, friend, and you've got 4 lands. This is the... oh, shit. Fine. I see this card quite a lot. Let's kill that. If he attacks with the heavy, we win. Well, if we get a land, we win. No. Hey. Attack. Bang. There's 9. I'll sack my Rex and deal 9. Oh, ouch. Alright. Surprise. Surprise, motherfucker. Due to even the thought of losing, I put 4 Phyrexian Fleshgorgers into the deck and removed a few different things. Okay, I like it because we got the Crossroads. Because we can search for what we want, we could do a lot of scrying and digging. This could be okay. If we didn't have if these were other lands, I would have mulliganed this. Crystal Grotto, okay. That gives us we buy some time. Also, 137 card deck. This can be a green. Nope. So we found something cheaper already. If we just find the fight rigging now, we'll be golden. Okay, Grotto and blue. Ledger Shredder, that's a nice start. Alright, so just straight in with the heavy. We'll either be drawing or damaging. It's a nice turn 3 play, even without the rigging on the play. That's pretty nice. Drowning my guy. Aha, here's the thing of which I spoke. I think we'll go with this again. The problem with the Archfiend is A, it doesn't have menace, which the heavy does, and we don't know if our opponent's got more creatures or not, especially playing these. But B, we might lose if we don't damage with it every turn. Ooh. Oh, they didn't put a counter even when they were about to proliferate. They must really have too many lands. Okay, fight rigging. That is not a fight rigging. Let's see what they do. I'll probably take the down. Oh. Okay, Archfiend it is. Now we want our fight rigging. Or a land. Playing with Thrun would be pretty nice. We need to get them low enough that Ziatora can finish it. That is the ultimate goal. I played this completed for some reason. Alright, alright. Let's kill or attack this. We draw, and then we play this. So they can actually tap this down with Tamiyo, because any spells it can't be. Oh no, all abilities of non-green sources. Oh, this is a green source. They can tap it with Tamiyo. Okay, this is like Soul Tie, just everything. Okay, we're going to play this because we need to fling our Archfiend at them at some point soon. So, let's send this here and this here. Yeah, I thought they would keep their Tamiyo alive, but they could have done that either way. And then we'll play Archfiend. And then we'll kill this Jugan. They've got a lot of mana now if they want to do something big. Seeking a card I can accept. Thrumming Bird. This is just like a counters and proliferate everything pile. I think our opponent's plan is try and keep this Archfiend tapped down until they win. Okay.
Our will cannot be denied.
So, let's send him here, and these here. Or do we send this at their face as well? 11, yeah, let's send this here. Because if they take 11, then we fling an Archfiend at them, then we win. Which they might let us do. No. Okay. Then... oh, yeah, well, yeah, that also works, I suppose. GG. I completely forgot about the Archfiend ability. That works for me. Come on, just show me my rank. Why doesn't it show me my rank anymore? It takes so long. Okay, Diamond 2-2. Alright. Real luck. The real John Locke. This looks good. Not perfect. We got no rigging, but I can get by with that one. What is this? Green white? No, 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 no. No ramping for you, my friend. Oops, should have played the swamp. Seed core, bloated contaminator. Okay. We'll block that. If required. Can't. That's alright, that's alright. Didn't know this was a toxic deck featuring Scrap Gorger. Radiant Grace, what? That's curious. Alright, well, Rothga is who we need for this particular moment. I'd quite like a 12/12 Archfiend. They can't get these with Annex Sentries as well. They can ossify them. Rather annoyingly. Okay, Archfiend it is. I hope you run out of removal, friend. Otherwise we're in trouble. There's only so much removal in these flipping green-white decks. Right? This game doesn't feel great, but I mean a quick little rigging would change it. We'll block this one. If this thing dies, then all of our creatures come in tapped, and that's not what I'm about. I don't know what combat trick could possibly kill a 12/12 here. Ganjo doesn't even come close. So they got us up to 6. Still quite a way to go though. And they're closer to death. Alright. So do we attack is the question. I'm gonna go with it. I'm gonna go with a swing, because then even this one would finish the game. And it's not a 3-drop. Archfiend of the Dross. So now they either need to gain some life or remove the 12/12. Well, we'll definitely block that. What? Alright. Okay. Alright. That only gets you to 7 though. Bang. Combo win. Combo win. Turns out 12/12 flyers are good. Turns out they're good, man. Look at that. Alright. Next one. This looks passable. We don't really see any of our 1 or 2 drops. We've seen some cut downs, but we've got 5 2-drops that we never seem to see. Ah, here's one of the cut downs. And maybe we're against mono red. That would be beautiful for us. Reckless Barbarian. Nope, you can't use that to ramp, naughty boy. Mono red dragons, it looks like. Okay, we'll go heavy. Since we've got a backup to use with our rigging. And it'd be nice to be able to get a swing in with this. Yeah, fine. Try again. Try again. Fail again. This really is Groundhog Day. Except our opponent's gaining more lands and we're not. Okay, it is a dragon ramp. That is a bit frustrating because we haven't got anything that really can kill that unless I find something under rigging. But I think we're better off with our Thrun. Yeah, I mean, Archfiends are good in this matchup, but we have got one. Maybe we should go for the Rothga. Yeah, this is probably the better move, actually. Alright, we actually get a land. Be interesting to see what the end game of this mono red dragons is. They got tons of mana now, everything's one cheaper, and they've got 6, so they can toss a 7 cost dragon. Yeah, that does 3 damage to any target. It's pretty tasty. Let's see what happens when we attack. They keep removing the heavy. Okay. Let's get something so big that they've got no chance of getting through. A nice 12-12. Oh man, this is a ridiculous like state of affairs. At least for them they're going to have loads of flying blockers, but then if you get that 12-12 thrown at you, that is going to hurt, man. It's going to hurt bad. I still can't wait to have a 14-10 Fleshgorger if I ever get there. Yeah, these having haste is a bit painful. Okay, they don't all get haste, just if they spend with that. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, we'll obviously block. Can't take 4 damage. They're not guaranteed to get anything good in the top 2. And they lose 2, that's a good point. I mean, they did get something quite good. So, if this had been untapped, we'd have just won, because we put a 1-1 on with this. So we don't have any flyers. Oh man, they could just... We're in trouble. So hold on. We don't want to attack with the Archfiend, do we? So... Why couldn't I just draw an untapped land? We'd have won. Let's put it on this. Maybe we'll get an untapped land, but now I haven't put the counter on here, I suppose. Oh man, you mother... Just don't block? They might not block. I might not block if I was them, because you're thinking you can haste in another dragon and win. Oh, sorry, dude. Bang! Ziatora is my boy. This deck. How am I winning with this deck? I really don't understand. But we're winning. Alright. Give me some more fun time, please. Dario Oliver. This is okay. I'm starting to think that we almost ditch these, but it's nice to have a big target for the fight rigging, and it has won me a game, hasn't it? It's just that when you get them in your opening hand, you just do so little. Go on, play your Crucius. What?
I don't need despair. Just don't
Shake down.
No. I'll kill that. Shake down the locals, you say? How about we shake them down in a not light fashion? 2 damage is fine.
Doing business.
Yeah, I'll go for my throat. Thrun, we might need you in this one, my friend. Shake down the locals. Get off. So they've played this because they had no creatures. Sorry, that's why I should have explained why I was killing their little creature. These we need to get rid of ASAP. Yeah.
Is my entertainment.
This Rex is not that helpful. Alright. Not as good as their land. They can only sack non-tokens to this, right? Yeah, non-tokens. That's a bit brutal. Oh man. So many flat destroys.
Defy me, and you.
That's just a lose life effect, yeah, so it doesn't go through warfare, but then these do 2 each. Ow. This land situation is unpleasant.
Your punishment is my entertainment.
Problem is now we die to this. Because if we get a land, we play it, and yeah. Good game. Well, just didn't get what we needed. GG. Alright. Try for a win now. For God's sake, this Rex in my hand again. I think we're gonna cut these. What I should do is cut both these and sideboard them against blue only. Raffine's Tower, eh? Raffine, my boy. What are you doing with this Esper? What are you doing with it? Okay. Poison spells. Proliferate spells. See if we can kill them before we die. I assume they've got lots of answers in their deck as well, rather than just poison things, but if they don't have enough answers, we're going to kill them fast. They have got at least some. Would be nice to go first against a deck like this, wouldn't it? Archfiend. Three, maybe 4 by the end of our own turn. It's looking bad, but maybe they can't deal with this. No, they can't. They're already touching it. Yep. It's pretty nice. Blue-black so far. Don't see the need for all this white. The thing about this deck is I actually quite like it. I think it's a pretty good deck, but it struggles against mono red. I don't understand how you play it in the alchemy meta. But then we really haven't seen much mono red today, weirdly. Can't target Thrun, so it's a trickier one for them to deal with. This is dead in our hand, I have a feeling. Not a ton of creatures going on. We're only on 4. I mean, they might have a target player. This one sacrifices a creature. The deluge, okay. Okay, something that we can target with this. So let's do this. So we've got enough lands that we can cycle Ziatora, so we will just play this, shall we? And I don't think we need cut down. And then obviously, if there is anything to Boseiju, we'll do that, but they'll likely have another Vraska's Fall by now. They're looking for one. But then next turn, we put a 2-turn clock on them. I mean, I don't know. This is a tough one to call it. Could really go either way. If they find another one of those Vraska's things, then we could be in trouble. If we get another hit with this plus this, that's 13. Then they've got to kill both. Then we're in good shape. Okay, a load of crap. This can't really be targeted, or it's very difficult to target. They can't really target either this turn. So we're having these in... I was saying last game that these could almost be sideboard cards. Well, in this game, this is where we would put them in. I mean, we could still die. 4 counters, it's not... Oh my god, depopulate. That top deck, man. Yeah, it feels gross. Please don't have Vraska's thingy. GG. I'm not going to push my luck anymore. That'll do. Alright, boys and girls, time for the stats. So, 10 games with this deck, all in the video. I built this just for this video, and look at this, 7 and 3. Well, I mean, I would not have expected it to do that well. The thing that I am surprised by is the fact that we haven't played against mono red that much. Look, mono black and mono red are only 2 games each out in 10 games. That is surprising. Normally you get like 50% of your games against mono red in alchemy. So the meta is diversifying. We did get buried by blue-white control, and there's nothing that I've really done here that will change that. Basically, if we get the Thrun or the Rexes out, we'll win. If we don't, we won't. And there's only 4 of those in total in the deck. However, red-black is a matchup we could potentially beat. We sort of got a bit whittled down by the various removal they had, and then we lost to mono-red once. They got under us, and they went first. So that's all not too surprising. What is nice is that we can beat pretty much everything else. You know, we're beating black consistently, which as a creature deck is really impressive. And the reason that we're doing that is because A, rigging can really be an explosive value engine in the deck, but also because of the surprise factor that the deck has. Being able to fling something big at their opponent's face with Ziatora out of the blue is just such a banging move. Like, people don't see it coming. And now that we've got the Fleshgorger, which can really add a bit more pressure, I think the heavy plus the Fleshgorger is a nice like turn 3 pressure play for us. On top of some cheap removal spells. Just seems to work. I don't think we really need expensive removal spells. I'd almost be tempted to cut these Go for the Throats, add 1 more cut down and maybe 1 more Assimilator, but I don't like ever really playing a deck where you don't have any removal for their big stuff. So if we run into like a Sheoldred, I just like to feel like I could draw an answer. I don't know if that's like just naive play or whether just like my sort of wishful thinking, but anyway, this deck I have had honestly so much fun playing. I do feel like I'm riding my luck a little bit, like maybe 70% is a generous win rate for this deck, but who knows? I need to play it a little bit more, and I will do. But for now, thank you very, very much for watching the deck. I honestly recommend having a go with this. It is a fun deck. I understand if you don't want to craft the Rothgas, but those plus the Ziatoras really do make it fun. They're the kind of like exciting bit of the deck, and also not just exciting, but there is value to be had in that surprise factor. So thank you very, very much for watching. I really do appreciate it. I'll be back with some more alchemy content soon. Bye for now.